keeping an eye on the interior. News 13 Sports starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Jessica Hillen with your News 13 Eye on Interior Sports. Plenty of racing in the interior this weekend, and this first event requires some buoyancy. 9 teams fired up their engines for the 51st annual Yukon 800-mile marathon on Saturday. The 800-mile out and back course starts at Pike's Waterfront Lodge on the Chena River. The racers travel 3 rivers, including the Tanana and Yukon, hitting the halfway point in Galena, stay the night, and follow the same route back. The Yukon 800 provides a number of challenges for racers, as riverboats can reach excess speeds of 70 miles per hour. These boats must jet through shallow areas, and the navigators have to pay special attention for any barricades, sometimes with limited visibility. Only 3 teams were remaining in the race as Captain Harold Atla and his crew sped past the finish line after 12 hours, 38 minutes, and 21 seconds on the water, finishing on a drizzly Sunday. This was Atla's 9th Yukon 800 title.
So it was real special coming up to complete the whole course, and we actually stopped once, but other than that, I had a hard time not thinking about what a 9th win meant about halfway between here and Nenana, but I didn't want to start celebrating because it's still a long ways in.
From the Chena River to the Muskeg, as Saturday marked the first official mud bogging competition at the North Pole Speedway. News 13's Jamie Schwartzwald spent a good portion of the afternoon out playing in the mud.
Now, some people may ask the difference between mud drags and the mud bogs. Well, it's pretty simple. Mud drags really come down to getting through the pit fast. Mud bogs come down to making it through the pit at all. Saturday was, without a doubt, a mud bog. 61 competitors in 7 classes tried to rally the 300-foot Parrish Racing pits. Those with stock tires, not a chance. How about Corey Van Eyck in the Class 3 Rhino? Now this is mud bogging as he breaks a front drive line but still powers that GMC through a full run, finishing in 2-wheel drive and second place in Class 3. Joe Wagner took the top spot in the division with a total time of 30.42 seconds, and folks, that's in just 2 runs. Class 2's Dirty Love was the fastest on the day, making 2 runs in just over 26 seconds. Mike McManus took Class 4 with Hunter winning Class 1. Now, in case you are wondering why there were only 2 runs per class, it's because so many trucks got stuck, they had to shut down to stay in compliance with quiet hour ordinances. Over 1,000 spectators attended and many stayed throughout the day-long event. The next round of Parrish Racing mud bogging takes place July 24th out at the North Pole Speedway. Jamie Schwartzwald, News 13 Sports.
From speeding through mud to racing on pavement, the 10-kilometer Midnight Sun Fun Run stretched through the morning over Solstice weekend. News 13 sports intern Ashley Briggs has more.
The 28th annual Midnight Sun Run kicked off at 10 p.m. sharp Saturday with cannon blasts coming from the UAF Student Recreation Center field. A countdown clock in Pioneer Park let waiting spectators know racers were on their way.
I just counted down with our race director and chair to count down because it's necessary to start these clocks on the finish line at the same time when the race starts.
Before the start at the Patty Center, the annual costume parade and contest took place. People of all ages dressed up to compete and have a little fun in costumes ranging from Avatar to the Phantom of the Opera. Following the parade, racers warmed up with several jazzercise routines to get their bodies ready for the 10K race. But for race winner Bryant Wright, jazzercise wasn't the only preparation.
I knew I'd have to do some hard training to be able to run fast, and there's always some good competition, and so I definitely made sure I was doing a lot of workouts.
The Midnight Sun Run is the 3rd event in the Flint Hills Series and one of the most popular races in Alaska. Over 3,500 people showed up to this year's race, with Fred Aldridge making the trip from Salt Lake City, Utah.
It was great. It was a party. People hooting, hollering, having fun. Kids, dads, moms, people like myself, whatever.
Even though Aldridge wasn't too concerned about his race time, he might rethink part of his costume for next year.
I get a 30-second handicap for the wind drag on the hairdo.
And that's going to wrap it up today for sports. Make sure to stay tuned. Micah Johnson's up next with a look into your work week forecast. I'm Jessica Hill, and you're watching News 13.